Okay, Day, I'm about to write an email, which is going to be interesting. I may make a call. Day is the 26th. This has to do with Oliver Anthony, also, in my opinion, known as Scrotie McBoogerballs. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean it in a kind of a positive way because I'm really liking his shit about rich men north of Richmond. And the reason I'm about to make a call is I'm reading some stuff about him. That's not his name. His name is Christopher. Well, I got to say it is out there now. His name is Christopher Lunsford. So when I read, I'm sick. I'm looking at this stuff, and it's like, I know a Lunsford. Guy lives here. He's a real estate agent, and he was Virginia Highway Patrol or Virginia State Police, whichever one they use there. He was injured on the job, took his medical retirement, and moved to Vegas. So I'm going like, okay. Just reading something here. And I'm like, what a coincidence. And then it got real interesting when he goes, after I moved back to my hometown in Virginia, I'm like, Virginia? Lunsford? What are the chances? So I'm going to contact my Lunsford here and see if he's related. I don't know if anyone else has gotten the, made the connection this quick. Wait a minute, he's from Virginia. His name's Lunsford. This guy is actually from Virginia. He's not Oliver Anthony. He's Christopher Lunsford. Oliver Anthony was his grandfather. But so, this is the most viral thing. And now I'm going to go to my Scrotie McBoogerballs. Any of you guys remember South Park? Yeah, it still comes on. I'm really disappointed. Their episodes are getting less and less and less and less. The last season was 6 episodes for some really good shit. I think they're just trying to starve HBO Max out so they can go bigger with their deal with Paramount. I'm looking at myself. See, I'm not actually growing my hair out, but I'm growing it out. I've been having issues with light bouncing off my head and light bouncing off the green screen from other videos. I'm just going to see what happens. Grow it out a few days, put some Just for Men up in it, and see if it stops the light or the bouncing. I don't know why it started doing that. Maybe it's been doing it and we didn't notice because I'm looking at some of my videos. Anyway, so in the book, the boys, or the South Park, the boys write a book that was supposed to be like the most insane book ever. And, people would read passages and throw up, but then talk about how great it was. But there's this point when all the liberals are claiming it's a liberal book, and Scrotie McBoogerballs is the most liberal ever, and all the conservatives are running around talking about it's the most conservative book ever. That's what I'm thinking about on this shit. Because this dude's like, he's saying he's not political. But everyone, if you listen to the lyrics, I actually want to do a video where I break this down, but everyone else, but I guess that's the thing to do. Everything he's talking about is working man's shit. And for some odd reason, all these working men have been gravitating towards, away from one political party towards the other political party. Here's the point. That political party they're gravitating towards don't like them in reality. Behind closed doors, they're laughing at them. He has that thing about working every day for bullshit pay. That's exactly against what that political party stands for. They're like, employers should pay you the least amount of money humanly possible. I remember, I don't want to get it because people get triggered and shit, but you know what? I don't give a shit. Obama, when he was running, he said he was going to lower taxes for 95% of Americans. Do you know when he took office? He actually did. He lowered it, but he did not get his full promise. He only lowered it for 93% of Americans. He lowered taxes for 93% of Americans, yet for some odd reason, no one recognized that he did it. And the way he did it is he cut the payroll tax. So you got more money. I mean, cut it from like 6.2% or whatever it was, like 4% or something like that. So you actually got, an extra 100 and some bucks a month, for a family, maybe with two people working, a couple hundred, 250. That can help out a lot. But it was, had to be renewed. So when it came up time for renewal, the other political party was like, no, we want all these savings to go to the employer, not the employees. And they refused to let it be renewed. So everyone's taxes went back up to what they were before Obama took office. Then the members of that political party went out and started saying Obama caused the largest tax increase in American history. The tax increase they caused. That was a temporary tax abatement. And then when it expired, they said Obama raised taxes. None of these motherfuckers want you. None of these motherfuckers like you. There's a thing other day, some congressperson voted against a veterans health care bill. And when it passed, he went around in his district going to veterans talking about, you need to apply for this veterans health care thing that I brought you. Are you fucking kidding me? But no, that's politics. On CNN the other day, they blamed Biden for the hurricane that just hit California. They blame the man for a hurricane. Are you fucking kidding me? So getting back to Scrotie McBoogerballs and Oliver Anthony, I really listen to his stuff. I think he's really sincere and shit. But it really is the new Scrotie McBoogerballs. I'm actually 100% blown away that the libs are not sitting around talking about and saying that that's their new theme song. I think the only thing they don't like is that part about if you're 5'3" and weigh 300 pounds, my tax dollars shouldn't, buy you fudge rounds. I think that's the part they don't like. I think that's the only thing. But conservatives have gone into it, even though he's saying, working hard every day for bullshit pay, which everyone is. So no, you don't have a right to a full pay, but we should have some kind of special money to make the 1% even richer. It's so funny. I mean, how you can lie through statistics? All these times I see all these lies through statistics. And there's this one where they talk about the top 1% and how the top 1% are being overtaxed. Because the top 1% pay 40% of the taxes in the United States. They're being overtaxed. You know what? That's true. The 1% do pay 40% of the taxes in the United States. They don't tell you the other half of it. The other half of it. The other half is the top 1% makes 60% of the income in the United States. So if you make 60% of the income and you pay 40% of the taxes, that means you're underpaying taxes by 50%. See, here's the thing. They know that. They know that. But they don't know, but they know that you don't know that, so they talk about the 40%. It's like, I called out this, I think it was a captain or a lieutenant one time. He was talking about healthcare in America. It's like, we could have healthcare, and I think it was because he was against, the Affordable Care Act. And he's just going like, and we can sit around and then pay 50% taxes like the people in Canada do to have this health insurance. I don't believe in it. Although his ass is getting full free health care being in the military. Yeah, I love how people who are getting something free are against other people getting it for free. So it's so funny because the Canadians pay about the same taxes as we do. And do you know where that number comes from? It's kind of the same kind of number about the top 1% pay 40% of the taxes and they're being overtaxed, but in reality they're very undertaxed because they make 6% of the income. Here's how they do this shit. Okay, so anytime you hear that shit on some network or whatever who's trying to get you kind of fuck with your mind, here's how it works. Now you take, we'll just make up a number, $1 million. You make $1 million a year. Well, you got to pay taxes on it. Well, taxes in the United States and Canada, we have the same taxing system, just like different rates, is progressive. So you have an exemption. You don't pay anything if you make under this amount. Make between this amount, you pay, you know, in the United States, 10% tax. You make between this amount, you pay 20% taxes. You have single people, you have married people, whatever. But it's like Warren Buffett says, he pays less taxes, effective taxes, which are different than progressive taxes. It's your effective tax rate, than his secretary. So I'm not gonna get that deep into taxation with you, except for to try to explain this. So let's take the top tax rate in Canada, whatever it is. I'm not gonna go look it up today. You can look it up yourself, call Google. You take that top tax rate, whatever it is, however they do it in their tax system. So you put that down. Boop. Okay, it's 35%. Okay, so you're paying 35% taxes. No, you're not paying 35% taxes. It's progressive. Okay, so now I got, because they're making these numbers up. So then they go like, okay, what's the province that has the highest tax? Province or territory, which is this what they have in Canada. We have states. And they have provincial taxes there too. So you take that, and we're going to make this shit up right now. We're going to say it's Quebec. They have the highest tax you can have is 10%. 35 plus 10 in their minds is 45. Now, just like some cities do, like New York City and places like that here in the US, they have city taxes. Yeah, whatever. So you add in the highest rate for city taxes. Let's say Quebec has a 5% city tax. 35 plus 10 plus 5 is how much? 50%. Magically, everyone in Canada is paying 50%. This is the kind of shit people do to fuck with your minds. Do not let people fuck with your goddamn mind. So anyway, getting back to Anthony or Oliver Anthony, he's saying a bunch of both, I mean, just middle of the road shit when you really go down into his lyrics. People are working hard for bullshit pay. Politicians are not listening to you. Both sides, left side. That's my left hand. I shouldn't be paying for somebody who's 5'3" and weighs 300 pounds for fudge rounds. Right hand. People are listening to only the shit they want to listen to, and they turn it into what they want. If you've been listening to this shit, stop the bullshit. Stop the cap. Fortunately, I didn't have to do anything, so I don't have to edit it. Got to get this stuff behind me cleaned up. That's why I've been doing a green screen, so I've gotten lazy as shit. I got some good stuff coming in from Kickstarter. I kind of do want to talk about it, but should probably be another video. I think I may have covered it, but I'm going to do it real quick. So we get a, one of those things in your mailbox saying they tried to drop off something that required a signature. Okay, next day they don't deliver it. Okay, go to the post office. They say it's not there. Go back home, the postal carrier will deliver it. Postal carrier never delivers, goes back to the post office. They look it up, they say it's at Sunset Station, but they have no customer service, so you'll have to wait. So it's like, are they going to deliver it? No answer. How did it get there? No answer. Never came back, no answer. Then the postal clerk tells my wife, do not come back here again with that slip of paper looking for your package. I'm debating what to do next. I know somebody who knows personal friends with our local congressman. I'm debating filing a congressional investigation into the how we were treated. I really don't want to do this shit. I'd like to solve this low as possible. But going to the post office several times and having somebody tell me or tell my wife, do not come back here looking for your package, should tell you something. Maybe I shouldn't just go fucking medieval. I got a lot of people I want to go fucking medieval on. Matter of fact, I had a call from somebody. I had a real estate transaction recently. I'll just leave it at that. And, you know, if you have a real estate transaction, you'll get all this shit in the mail about all kinds of bullshit. And the biggest pile was people talking about mortgage insurance. You know, in case I die or some shit. You know what I'm talking about? So one of them I decided, I'm just like, so much of it, I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to call the number here. And I did. And I expected a call back like real quick. It was like 2 days later, somebody called. I was actually driving. And the person goes, at some point, it's like, hey, dude, I don't want to waste your time. I'm going to be honest on what's going on here. I'm a YouTuber. And I'm a real estate agent. And what I write about is real estate, or YouTube about is real estate. And what happens is, because I see my clients get this stuff all the time, they ask me about it, I tell them what's going on. Now that I'm getting it, because I'm not getting it before, I'm gonna go ahead and just like see what would happen to one of my clients if they called this number instead of contacting me. And I tell them that I do this, you know, I warn them against all of this stuff, and the people knocking on their doors after they buy. This guy just started, I mean, it's like he snapped. And he wouldn't let me talk, and he just kept going on. Oh, you're just trying to make people buy houses just from you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what the fuck? These are people who just closed on houses. What, me telling them the truth? I'm just like trying to get my word in. Hey, he just kept talking and just, boop. Then his ass texted me. I'm taping this on the phone. Talking some shit about, he was just trying to have a cordial conversation. Screaming and yelling and not letting me talk is not a cordial conversation. By the way, I am making a YouTube video about him specifically. I am unfortunate that I did not have a chance, because when people conversations go south, we got these. It was not cordial at all. And then he texts me, good luck in your career as a YouTuber, and actually put it in quotes. This shit's going on the internet, or at least on YouTube. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off, finish up the shit I'm doing today. Hopefully get some script. I got some scripts done, so maybe make some videos today and all. Okay, enjoy it, y'all.